Certainly the erosion of religious liberty is something that has been occurring over the last 10, 12 years. I think we have seen it in some of the Supreme Court decisions and some of the treatment of the way that faith is treated, people wanting us as Christians and as believers, no matter what your faith, to remove that from the public square. And when I discuss it with people, I try to help them to see how absurd that is, because essentially what people are saying to us is, we want you to pretend that you're agnostic or atheist like us, and that is the way society should be. And certainly that was not the vision of our forefathers. When one reads the preamble to the Constitution, they understood very, very clearly the rights that were given by the Creator of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that they come from the Creator. And today what is happening is that those who do not want faith in the public square are really saying it's our lack of faith or our unbelief that we want you to follow. And for us, as for any believer, whether you're Muslim, Jewish, whether you're Christian, Hindu, for any person who believes, all of our beliefs impact. Just as their non-belief impacts them, so too should our beliefs impact us. And the great problem of today certainly has been that too many people have bought into that lie, and it is a lie. And it stems certainly from the father of lies. And so helping people to come to understand that, giving people a better understanding of the freedom of conscience, the understanding of conscience, that conscience isn't my opinion or my thoughts on what's right or what's wrong, because there's no way that you're going to get every human being to agree on what's right or wrong. And so the formation of conscience, and also the fact that conscience at times can be erroneous, as the Catechism teaches so well. It's important to always test the spirits, to look at, is this truly the inner, when I go into that inner place of conscience, is it truly the voice of God that I'm listening to? And because the voice of God can never contradict what He has revealed to us. And so helping people to understand that in terms of religious liberty, and the Health and Human Service mandate, it isn't certainly about contraception or that kind of thing. It's the violation of our consciences, and it is the violation of religious liberty. And once people begin to see that more clearly, they become much more sympathetic to it. Because it's like, well, what's the government going to do next? And it's interesting that this kind of approach is coming from the so-called liberal sector, and where they are the great advocates of freedom, but what they're certainly showing by this is that there's a force, a license on their part, and an imposition into the most cherished of freedoms, of religious freedom. And so certainly, I will continue to speak out on that and help people to recognize the violation that is taking place, and that I am convinced any society that abandons God or denies God, that one day will fall. There's no doubt when I look at history, and what people need to understand is that there have been the rise and fall of many governments, of many societies, of many cultures throughout the 2,000-year history of Christianity. But the church is still here. And we have to understand that truth. And so we can never lose hope. We have to always stand for hope. And if we become martyrs, so be it. And that it is for the Lord that we do it.